Good afternoon and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sprint. You know, right here, it's time for us to unplug from the heavy news of the day and give you guys all the good news stories that are coming out of our community, the good stories that you want to hear, that you guys are talking about, and the things that kind of make you feel happy about being where we're living right now. We get those stories that, again, do the call to action. It keeps you aware of certain different events that are happening right now. It also make you scratch your head because sometimes that viral video that we have online, it kind of blows your mind. For example, this right here, caught on camera. We got a would-be robber basically getting a taste of his own medicine from a person with a weed whacker. Yeah, we're going to talk about this coming up later on in the Sprint. We got the full story playing out coming up. But yeah, we're going to see how this weed whacking lawn servicer had to defend his property from these particular suspects. Again, do not miss it. It is definitely an intense story you don't want to miss. Again, that's later on in the Sprint coming up. But first and foremost, right now, April is Autism Awareness Month, okay? Reports show that 1 in 36 children in the United States have autism. There is no cure to it, but there are different supportive methods that can help for people given better options. For example, cognitive behavioral therapy, speech, occupational, and physical therapies are the most common. There isn't a specific medication designed for autism, but there are drugs that can help with certain symptoms. Specialists say that it's important to pick the therapy option best for your child, and it really depends on their individual needs, which is why doctors recommend doing plenty of research, consulting your child's provider, and building connections with other families in the autism community.
Sometimes we say autism treatment, and right, there is no treatment for autism, and we're not trying to treat autism. We're trying to manage some of the more difficult symptoms of autism. So with communication, we're trying to improve that communication for the individual. If they're having behaviors that are really difficult or impeding, their safety, we're trying to replace those with more appropriate behaviors. We're not really trying to change anything about who that child is.
Research is ongoing to determine what factors could be causing autism. However, researchers say that there does appear to be a genetic and environmental connection. So we all know autism affects basically all of our families, everybody out there, connected somehow or another to autism or some type of the spectrum. And it's cool that these resources are available because, again, you do have severe cases or you have the cases where people are high functioning, autistic. So either way, having this month and bringing awareness to that and understanding that you don't know what your actions can do that could impact somebody else's in a classroom or somebody that you're working with. You just don't know. You don't know what they're dealing with. You don't know what their situation may be. So I always say err on the side of caution because you just want to make sure that everybody is feeling included and everybody is being respected at the capacity that, whatever their circumstances may be. But yeah, no, I have a lot of people who are autistic in my family. And again, some of the craziest things that, can come out of that is that people underestimate how intelligent and how gifted people who are on the spectrum are. Some people are just so brilliant. My mind can't even be just wrap around it. So, the families out there who are dealing with, some type of situation similar to this, it's cool that they're standing up and again just raising awareness and just reminding people that they're human beings just like we are. They're just going through or have a certain thing that people I think needs to be aware of, and a lot of people do not take enough time to do their research on what autism is. So with that being said, this is an awareness month and this is something that you guys hold dear to your heart. Please do what you can to spread the word and raise awareness about it because it is a very good educational opportunity for a lot of people who have no idea what people with autism actually have to go through. Moving on, man. Check this out. Family Favorite is returning to Salem this spring. 72nd annual Ernest Pig Robertson Fishing Rodeo starts April 27th at Lake Spring Park. Each style can catch up to 6 trout, but they must keep what they reel in and provide their own equipment. The always popular and exciting special needs and nursing home fishing days are also back this year. For the dates and details, you can head to our website at WSLS.com to figure out how you can get involved on this activity. If you know me, You know I love to fish. You know I love just having that opportunity to get people out and about at the water, the lake. There's just something so peaceful about it. Whether you catch something or not, it's always going to bring a smile to your face. And having this going on again, I know it's going to bring a lot more families out and all that good stuff. So that's what these events are all about. So yeah, if you guys are excited about this family favorite and want to know the specific dates and all that good stuff, go to our website, WSLS.com. Got some good news this morning. If you are hoping to win the Powerball lottery jackpot, no winner was announced yet, and the grand prize is estimated up to $1 billion. Virginia Lottery says that they are seeing an increase in jackpots that reach 10 digits because last night's drawing is just for the fifth time the jackpot has ever reached the $1 billion mark. But if you add the Mega Millions, we've seen 5 jackpots over $1 billion going back to January of last year. Virginia Lottery says that there's a couple of reasons for this, though. It's an increase in the jackpots, one being the price of the Powerball ticket that went up from $1 to $2, and also, when people see that jackpot number get bigger, they're more enticed to play. Lottery tickets here in Virginia go also toward the cause of good profits. It's invested back to K through 12 education. Next drawing is happening tomorrow night at 10:59. So let's all put our heads together again. Let's get our prayers in and all the good stuff and try one more time and see what we can get, man. I always say this. It would be nice. It would be nice, but I understand, again, I think it says you have more of a chance of getting struck by lightning, to die in a plane crash, and to be attacked by a shark. So, yeah, all those options out there are ahead of you winning the jackpot. But if you do happen to win the jackpot, and I say this every time, please, if you're watching this, remember me and know that, if anything, I just want my student loans taken care of. If you can just take care of that for me, I'll be good to go. But either way, good luck to everybody out there who are going to participate and play. I'm going to go ahead and get my tickets and see what happens. And we'll see if we can match at least enough numbers to get us some type of price tag coming out of our pocketbooks. All right. So today, if you woke up, you noticed that it felt good walking around outside. It was good. It felt good walking around outside yesterday in my area from where I was living at. But severe weather is on the way and it's coming. Right now, we got meteorologist Chris Michaels. They've been issuing a weather authority alert day to keep you guys in the know of everything that is happening real time. So with that, we're going to give him his chance to shine right now with why we are looking out for severe weather.
Hey there, guys. Happy Tuesday. Weather Authority alert day is in effect today through the middle of the day tomorrow due to the potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms. Now, today, especially tonight, it's mostly going to be hit and miss north and west of the Roanoke Valley. By Wednesday morning, a line of scattered storms moves from west to east. Beyond that, we turn windy, we turn cold, and we've even got some mountain snow showers. All the information right now on WSLS.com.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Of course, like I always say, keep that Weather Authority app handy because, again, you always want to be safe and understand exactly what's going on. And we got a cool Weather Authority team that's going to keep you safe at all times with the real-time data that you need to know. Coming up next after the break, we're going over a couple of different fun things. For example, we're talking about NC State in the Final Four with the men's and women's team. First time in history in a long time. So we're excited about talking about that. Going to get into some solar eclipse talk to get you guys in the know with what you need to know so that you can watch the solar eclipse from protected eyes. And we're also chit-chatting about this bad boy. Again, a robbery suspect trying his best to basically, take property from this lawn servicer you see here. But get this particular servicer wasn't playing any games. He fought back with a weed whacker. We got the full story coming up later on after the break on The Sprint, WSLS.com. Welcome back to The Sprint, guys. Let's keep it moving. The solar eclipse is on the way, and a lot of people are super excited about this. We are now 1 week away from the big day. Darkness will take over as solar eclipse moves in. Locations all over the region are hosting viewing parties. Science Museum of Western Virginia will be sharing all kinds of activities from a planetarium show to the crafts.
8 years ago, when we had the last partial eclipse come through here, we didn't have the planetarium set up. We didn't have the facilities to really be able to do it justice, and they are a fairly rare occurrence. So the fact that we've had 2 in 8 years is already lucky.
It costs $18, and we're told the tickets are selling fast. Radford University is inviting people on campus to view the eclipse, and in Virginia Tech, one group is putting on the telescopes for people to use. A full list of local events can be found on our website at WSLS.com. And again, if you are interested in looking at the eclipse, here's some information that you definitely need to know. As you prepare to see the eclipse, you need to make sure you got that right eye protection. Good way to check the glasses that you're going to use is to put them directly close to a light, and if the light shines through, the glasses are no good. But if the glasses totally block the light, then you're good to go. Certified glasses will also have a certification number on them, so you can be sure to check that before wearing them. So yeah, I'm excited about it. We are actually getting some glasses coming in, and I'm like, whatever we can see here. I know Chris says that we will not really see that much darkness coming our way, but I know there are some people who are traveling to the path of totality so they can see it. My best friend is actually going to go to, I think, Austin, Texas, with her meteorology friends to go watch it. So it's going to be a cool experience to see, and I know a lot of people are pumped about it. So yeah, if you are looking at the eclipse or looking forward to eclipse, make sure you got those glasses handy, and make sure they're the right ones that are certified so that you don't get scammed. All right. Moving on to the sports world, man. NC State fans celebrating a historic win for the first time. Wolfpack sending both of its men's and women's teams to the Final Four in the same year. Check it out. Such a big accomplishment. Fans are remembering the legendary coach Jim Valvano. Jimmy V was head coach the last time the NC State's men's team reached the Final Four, and that was more than 40 years ago. His team won the national championship over Houston in 1983, and then fans placed the Wolfpack gear on Valvano's gravesite Monday following the weekend's big wins for both teams. He died in 1993. The Wolfpack is the 11th school to send both the men and women's team to the Final Four, and the first since 2017. NC State women will face the undefeated South Carolina Gamecocks on Friday, while the men will play the Purdue Boilermakers on Saturday. So yeah, no, I know a lot of people are pumped up about this. I bet, like Rachel, I'm still talking about my best friend. Her and her dad loves watching NC State women's basketball, and apparently it's a pretty great team. Chris Michaels was talking about it all this morning about how great of a team it is, but it's cool that they got both the men's and the women's team going, something that people weren't expecting, but here you got, it's going to be a really good showdown on the court. I will say this, I gotta talk about it for a second, because you know me, I'm not that big on basketball just yet, and I'm not that really knowledgeable on the whole, for the March Madness thing, like the whole deal with that. But I did check into the LSU game with Caitlin Clark and then Angel Reese. I had to watch that game because, that was kind of like one of the games that was a hot topic last year because of the whole ring situation that went down. I know a lot of people had a lot to say about that, and basically a lot of crap talking that was going on. But I will say, there we go. Iowa wins the LSU game. Yeah, there he goes. Caitlin Clark leads Iowa win an LSU rematch to reach the Final Four. And if you guys watch that game, I had no idea. It's just amazing at how gifted people are and how talented they are. And Caitlin Clark, man, I always have seen, obviously she's the highest scoring female right now, or woman, period, but I was looking at like different things. I never really actually watched her play before, her or Angel Reese. And I was watching that game and I'm like, man, they know what they're doing. They know how to control the ball. Like, it seemed like if you watched it, Caitlin was just coming and basically stopping mid-court and busting threes like crazy. So that was cool. I think she got over 40 points in that game last night, but it was definitely a great showdown on the court, and I think it was a pretty cool rematch that went down. And I think what was even more special about it is cool to see that good sportsmanship happening between the two teams. I know a lot of people were trying to start some stuff, put all type of like friction between the two, but you could tell they just love basketball. So had to give Caitlin Clark a shout out because, like I said, that joker, she bad to the bone. She bad to the bone. I'm sorry, you can't take it from her, man. That joker is gifted as heck. All right, so moving on, guys, we got to get into this story I was telling you guys about with this lawn worker having to fight for his life, for his property, basically, but using a weed whacker. So it says a lawn care worker in Texas had to use a weed whacker to fend off an attacker over the weekend. Got Jason Miles showing us the video as police saying the incident involving a man suspected in a home robbery in Houston. So check the story out.
Neighbors along Renmark Lane say an older landscaper helps keep multiple lawns looking good.
He's our grass cutter guy. You know, he cuts our grass.
Adita Minaya is among those surprised he was targeted while on the job last Friday afternoon, and it was all caught on camera. The victim walks into the street after spotting suspects at his truck and chunks his weed whacker at the vehicle as it swerves towards him. One suspect, identified as 23-year-old Jarrell Alexander, falls onto the street from an open door. The landscaper whacks Alexander during a standoff, while Manaya's brother is on the phone with police after running outside himself. Alexander has a hard time staying on his feet, but eventually runs back to the red sedan he fell from before it speeds away.
For the amount of time he's been with us, he's never had that happen.
He was trying to protect his property and, you know, in the course of it, did what his instincts told him to do.
In addition to the surveillance video, Precinct 4 Constable Mark Herman's office shared these images of Alexander and two alleged accomplices at Methodist Willowbrook, where Alexander was arrested after seeking treatment. As you can see in his booking photo, he's pretty banged up.
We're starting to see more and more violent crimes such as this, because not only was this a theft, but during the commission of this theft, there were some firearms brandished at the complainant, and which ultimately made him back off.
A man neighbors say should be able to earn an honest living without fearing this.
It's hard-earned money, and that's not right. I hope that they get what they deserve.
So police say that Alexander is being charged with aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. This is just a bizarre story because, again, it just shows, you know, like, unfortunately, where there's right, there's wrong, and there's going to be wrong out there. People just can't get right. I just don't understand, but shout out to this man. He used what he had, and when I tell you, it looked like he did some damage, especially if you looked at that guy's mugshot. He did do some damage, and as he should have, and I hope these two individuals get what they deserve, too, because it looks like he was just minding his own business, doing what he can to earn a living, and who are you to come and try to steal somebody's property? So let's get Jazzy Jazz in on this. Jazz, another bizarre thing caught on camera.
I don't know what was going through this person's head, but I hope he learned his lesson, and I hope he starts to turn his life around, because this sort of lifestyle is just not it.
Yeah.
And there's much other things that he can be doing at the age that he is. So I'm really hoping that he, after this experience, he learned from it and is able to kind of change the trajectory of his life, because it is only downhill. This is what you're doing now.
Oh,
so
yeah.
From that there. And it's a super bizarre video with the weed whacker and everything like that. But, I mean, you have to do what you have to do to defend yourself.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, no. It's one. It is a lot going on. And, again, like I said, it kind of makes you mad almost, because it's just like, man, that's a violation. You know, and for this guy they just, you know, in broad daylight to make it so bad, you know?
The middle of the day, like, I just don't understand what was going through his head during this. And it's so much out there that you can do to be positive and successful, and you just don't want to curate this life for yourself. You know? And like I said, I really hope he learned his lesson, and I really hope that this is a transformational experience for him, so that going forward, he can find more positive things to immerse himself in, because this is just not the way to go.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right, girl. You're right. So, Jazz, tell me, girlie, it is race week. A lot of excitement going on right now at the Paperclip. Tell me, do we have anything in that regard right now? Because I know we had like an insiders competition going on, but has that ended already, or does that end in a couple days?
The Martinsville Speedway race?
Yes.
April 6th? Yes, that ended on March 31st.
Gotcha. Oh, you know what? I can't wait to see who actually won those tickets.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So we don't normally announce it just for privacy reasons, but that person will certainly be notified if they did win the ticket. So I hope if you're watching this, I hope you won. I wish you guys the best of luck. Those winners are drawn at random, so never know who could win. But yeah, I'm really rooting for the person who got it. It's such an awesome experience. You take the whole family too.
Yes, no, definitely. And check this out. So people, like, again, it is not just race car fans getting ready, but businesses, Uptown Martinsville gearing up too. Got a lot of events starting up tomorrow. I think it says with the Speedway Service Center opening up for tours. On Thursday evening, fans can take their own cars for 5 laps around with a historic half mile for $25 donations. And then they got this bad boy where the race starts Friday night with the Truck Series Xfinity race on Saturday. And then the Cookout 400 starts at 3 on Sunday. So, Jazz, you know I'm going, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm not surprised. I mean, it's really fun. It's a really big deal for this area. A lot of people look forward to it. So it's going to be great. And I hope if you guys go there, make sure you send on your pictures to pin it.
Yes.
We love to see you guys and y'all's different experiences that you have throughout your day. So yes, it's a really cool event, and I'm really excited from what's going to come out of it. But a lot of people look forward to this race from year to year. And we get a lot of calls about asking for further details. So it's a pretty big deal for this area.
Oh, yes. Well, Jazz, you got anything else, girlie?
No, ma'am, that's it.
All right, girl, you have a good one.
All right, you too.
Bye. All right, guys. Yeah, no, I am actually my good friend Noah. He used to be our photographer here. Him, his wife. I'm going with his dad and his brother. I think on Sunday we're going to the actual Cookout 400 race or something like that. I don't, like I told you, it's one of those things where my knowledge of it is not that knowledgeable, but it's cool. I can't wait. That's what I was like with hockey too, though. I didn't know anything about hockey, and I was just like, let me just try it one time, and I've been hooked ever since. That was like 2 years ago now. So yeah, I'm going to the race on Sunday. Hope to see all you guys out there, and I hope we're all gonna just have a good time and just lay it out and I need to get some headphones. Apparently, people say I need to get some earphones or whatever because it's really loud. So I got to try it out. Either way, thank you guys for joining us on this Tuesday edition of the Sprint. We look forward to talking to you guys every single evening, every single afternoon. If there's something that you want us to chat about, if there's a story that's happening out there that you want to talk about, please send it our way because we'd be more than happy to put it on the Sprint. And again, like Jazz says, don't forget those pennants because we like to enjoy those experiences. We're going to bring back the pennant post of the day. If you guys get them into us, we'll definitely show you guys some shout outs and give you guys some love for that. So again, thank you so much for joining us on the Sprint. Be sure to have that Weather Authority app handy today and tomorrow, just in case, because again, I know the severe weather, something that's going to be on our meteorologist's radar for a few hours now. So with that being said, we'll see you guys back here tomorrow at 12:30 and then again at 6:30 at WSLS.com for the Sprint.